Pressure. It's a word that carries weight, much like the feeling itself. We've all felt it, that invisible force pushing down, demanding more. The source of this pressure is varied. It can stem from external forces like deadlines, expectations, and societal norms. Or it can come from within, our own desires to achieve, to succeed. Regardless of its origin, pressure can manifest in similar ways. We might feel our hearts race, our breath quicken, our thoughts spiral. The world seems to shrink with every demand, every expectation, narrowing our focus. It's a feeling we instinctively want to escape. But what if, instead of running from pressure, we could harness its power? What if, instead of viewing it as a negative force, we could learn to recognize it, understand it, and even utilize it to propel us forward? It's a radical notion, perhaps, to view pressure not as an obstacle, but as a tool. Yet within that shift in perspective lies the potential for remarkable growth and resilience. The journey begins with acknowledging the presence of pressure in our lives. We must shine a light on those feelings of being overwhelmed, of being stretched thin, of being pushed to our limits. Only by acknowledging the presence of pressure can we begin to understand its nature and impact on our lives. And only then can we begin to explore the ways in which we can not just survive pressure, but thrive under it. Pressure is a universal language. It transcends age, culture, and socio-economic status. The student facing a mountain of homework, the entrepreneur launching a new business, the single parent juggling work and family, all experience pressure in their own unique ways. While the sources of pressure may differ, the underlying feeling of being overwhelmed, of being stretched thin, is a common thread that binds us. In a world that often glorifies busyness and achievement, it's easy to feel like we're the only ones struggling to keep up. Social media feeds filled with curated images of success and happiness can exacerbate these feelings, leaving us feeling inadequate and alone in our struggles. However, it's in those moments of vulnerability, when we allow ourselves to connect with others and share our experiences, that we realize the universality of pressure. The realization that we are not alone in this struggle is a powerful antidote to the isolating effects of pressure. It allows us to move from a place of self-judgment and inadequacy to a place of empathy and understanding, both for ourselves and for others. When we open ourselves up to the experiences of others, we begin to see pressure not as a sign of weakness, but as a natural part of the human experience. This understanding fosters a sense of community and shared experience. Reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles, it allows us to reach out for support, to offer support to others, and to navigate the challenges of life together rather than in isolation. While it may seem counterintuitive, pressure, when harnessed effectively, can become a catalyst for remarkable growth. Just as a muscle grows stronger when subjected to resistance, we too can develop resilience, resourcefulness, and inner strength when we learn to navigate pressure effectively. The key lies in shifting our perspective from viewing pressure as a threat to seeing it as an opportunity. Every challenge we overcome, every obstacle we navigate, every pressure we withstand adds another layer to our resilience, expanding our capacity to handle whatever life throws our way. It's in these moments of pressure that we discover hidden reserves of strength, creativity, and determination. We learn to problem solve, to think on our feet, to adapt to changing circumstances. This process of growth is not always comfortable. It can be messy, challenging, and at times even painful. But just as a lump of coal transforms into a diamond under immense pressure, so too can we emerge from periods of intense pressure, stronger, more resilient, and more brilliant than before. The journey from feeling overwhelmed by pressure to harnessing its power is a personal one. It requires self-awareness, a willingness to embrace discomfort, and a belief in our own ability to grow and evolve. But for those who are willing to embark on this journey, the rewards are immeasurable. The weight of expectation can feel particularly heavy within the hallowed halls of academia. The pursuit of education is accompanied by relentless pressure to succeed. Pressure comes from parents, teachers, and even within. Exams amplify anxiety with their ticking clocks and high stakes. sleepless nights fueled by caffeine and fear of failure. Self-worth becomes intertwined with grades. True education fosters a love of learning and nurtures individual talents. Prioritizing well-being creates an environment where students can thrive. The pressure to conform to peer norms can be immense. The desire to belong is a powerful motivator during formative years. Peer pressure can manifest in subtle cues and unspoken expectations. The allure of risky behavior can be amplified within the peer group. Fear of being ostracized can override better judgment. Social media exacerbates the pressure to conform. True belonging comes from embracing our authentic selves. Building strong relationships based on mutual respect and shared values is essential. The mold of society. Societal expectations shape our lives from a young age. Messages about success and fulfillment come from family, community, and media. These expectations can guide us, but also pressure us to conform. The relentless pursuit of financial success and perfection can be overwhelming. Social media amplifies feelings of inadequacy. Fulfillment varies for each person. Questioning norms and forging our own paths is essential. Embrace your unique gifts and create a life true to yourself. The bonds of relationships. Relationships provide love, support, and companionship, but they can also be sources of pressure when needs and boundaries aren't respected. Meeting loved ones' needs and societal norms can create tension. Idealized images in media can lead to unrealistic expectations. Healthy relationships require open communication and mutual respect. Challenge societal expectations and create relationship models that work for you. The modern workplace can be a breeding ground for pressure. Deadlines loom, expectations mount, and the ever-present pressure to perform can take a toll on our mental and physical well-being. Whether it's the pressure to meet sales targets, to climb the corporate ladder, or simply to keep up with the demands of a fast-paced work environment, the workplace can be a significant source of stress in our lives. The pressure to be constantly available, to respond to emails at all hours, and to blur the lines between work life and personal life can lead to burnout, a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by prolonged exposure to overwhelming stressors. The fear of job insecurity, particularly in today's uncertain economic climate, can add another layer of pressure, making it difficult to switch off and prioritize self-care. Creating a healthy work-life balance is essential for managing workplace pressure and preventing burnout. This means setting boundaries between work time and personal time, prioritizing self-care, and seeking support from colleagues, supervisors, or mental health professionals when needed. It also means advocating for healthier workplace cultures that prioritize employee well-being, encourage work-life balance, and provide support systems for those who are struggling. When we prioritize our well-being, we are better equipped to handle the demands of the workplace without sacrificing our health or happiness. We are more productive, more creative, and more engaged in our work when we feel supported, respected, and valued. Creating a healthy work environment benefits both individuals and organizations, fostering a culture of well-being, productivity, and success. Pressure, like a stone cast into a still pond, creates ripples that extend far beyond the initial point of impact. External pressures, a demanding job, a challenging relationship, affect our minds and bodies. Recognizing stress signals is the first step toward reclaiming well-being. These signals can be easy to miss, manifesting as anxiety or unease. Learning to recognize and respond to these signals is essential for safeguarding our well-being. Our bodies are remarkable instruments, constantly monitoring our environments and providing feedback about our well-being. When we experience pressure, our bodies respond with physiological changes designed to help us cope. Muscle tension, headaches, and sleep disturbances are common physical manifestations of stress. The gut-brain connection often results in digestive issues under pressure. Paying attention to these signals and responding with self-care practices is essential. It's about listening to our bodies and honoring their need for rest, nourishment, and movement. The mind under strain. Prolonged pressure can take a toll on our mental well-being, much like a heavy weight straining a bridge. Difficulty concentrating and mental fatigue are common signs of mental strain. Anxiety, when excessive, can interfere with daily life. Prolonged pressure can lead to feelings of hopelessness and depression. If experiencing these symptoms, reaching out for professional help is crucial. Remember, seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. The ripple effect on behavior. Our behaviors often reflect our inner states, shifting under pressure. Increased irritability and withdrawal are common behavioral changes. Unhealthy coping mechanisms may emerge as attempts to numb feelings. Recognizing these changes and replacing them with self-care practices is crucial. It's about making conscious choices that support our well-being. The power of self-reflection. In life's hustle, it's easy to operate on autopilot without pausing to reflect. Journaling and mindfulness practices can help us process emotions and identify stressors. Talking to someone we trust provides a valuable outlet for processing feelings. Self-reflection is an ongoing practice that deepens our understanding of ourselves. Regular check-ins help us manage pressure before it becomes overwhelming. Shifting perspectives. Pressure can be a powerful catalyst for growth and transformation. Like a seed under soil, pressure propels us upward, revealing hidden strengths. Each obstacle overcome strengthens our resolve and reveals our inner strength. Viewing pressure as an opportunity is fundamental to thriving under it. Embrace the discomfort of growth to discover your true potential. The power of one step. When faced with a daunting task, the power of one step becomes paramount. Break challenges into smaller, manageable steps to make them achievable. Focus on the immediate step in front of you to create momentum. Celebrate small wins along the way to fuel motivation. By focusing on the present moment, you create a sense of momentum. Finding control in chaos. Identify your values and priorities to focus on what truly matters. Focus on what you can control, your thoughts, actions and responses. Learning to say no is crucial for setting healthy boundaries. Prioritize your well-being by making choices that align with your values. Move from reactivity to intentionality to navigate life's pressures. The breath of calm. Deep, intentional breathing activates the body's natural relaxation response. Diaphragmatic breathing and progressive muscle relaxation are effective techniques. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation, help manage pressure. Incorporate relaxation techniques into your daily routine for calm. These practices make a significant difference in managing pressure. Time, boundaries, and the art of saying no. Managing time effectively and setting healthy boundaries prevent overwhelm. Create a realistic schedule that honors your natural rhythms. Learning to say no is essential for protecting your time and energy. Prioritize self-care and activities that nourish your soul. By setting boundaries, you create space for what truly matters. Aligning goals with pressure points. Pressure often intensifies when we feel pulled in multiple directions, our energy scattered, our focus fragmented. It's like trying to run a race with no clear finish line in sight. By aligning our goals with our values, with our deepest desires, we transform pressure from a chaotic force into a guiding wind, propelling us forward with purpose and intention. Take some time for introspection. Ask yourself, what truly matters to me? What kind of legacy do I want to leave behind? What brings me joy, ignites my passion, sets my soul on fire? These are the questions that will lead you to your core values, the guiding principles that will shape your decisions and actions. Once you have a clear understanding of your values, you can begin to set goals that are in alignment with them. When your goals are a true reflection of what you want to achieve, the pressure you experience becomes less about external expectations and more about internal motivation. You're no longer driven by the need to please others or conform to societal norms, but by the desire to live a life that is true to yourself. This alignment of goals and values creates a sense of purpose that can fuel your journey, even when the going gets tough. The pressure, instead of feeling overwhelming, becomes a source of energy, pushing you to dig deeper, to persevere, to keep moving forward, one step at a time. Resilience. The art of bending without breaking. Resilience, often likened to a reed bending in the wind, is the ability to weather the storms of life without breaking. It's about adapting to change, bouncing back from setbacks and emerging from challenging experiences stronger and wiser. It's a quality that's forged in the fires of adversity, honed through facing and overcoming obstacles. Just as a potter molds clay on a wheel, applying pressure to shape it into something beautiful and functional, so too does pressure mold us, shaping our character, refining our strengths, and revealing our capacity for resilience. Each challenge we face, each setback we overcome, adds another layer to our resilience, expanding our capacity to handle whatever life throws our way. Building resilience is an ongoing process. It's about developing coping mechanisms, cultivating a positive mindset, and nurturing our support systems. It's about learning from our mistakes, embracing our imperfections, and trusting in our ability to navigate the ups and downs of life. Remember, you don't have to go through challenges alone. Seeking support from loved ones, mentors, or mental health professionals can provide invaluable guidance and strength during difficult times. Resilience is not about being invincible. It's about knowing when to ask for help, leaning on others for support, and recognizing that vulnerability is not a weakness but a strength. Finding the fuel. Motivation, that elusive spark that ignites our actions and propels us forward, can be particularly challenging to maintain when we're feeling the weight of pressure. The temptation to give in, to succumb to the allure of procrastination or self-doubt can be strong. Yet it's often in those moments when we feel most depleted that we need to tap into our inner reserves of motivation. One way to cultivate motivation is to connect with your why. Why is this goal important to you? What impact will achieving it have on your life or the lives of others? Visualize yourself achieving your goal, experiencing the sense of accomplishment and fulfillment that comes with it. Let that vision fuel your actions, reminding you of what you're working towards. Break down your goals into smaller, more achievable steps. Each small victory, each milestone reached, provides a boost of motivation, reinforcing your belief in your ability to succeed. Celebrate these wins along the way, acknowledging your progress and fueling your desire to keep going. Find ways to make the journey enjoyable. Incorporate activities you enjoy into your routine, whether it's listening to music, spending time in nature, or connecting with loved ones. Surround yourself with positive, supportive people who believe in your ability to succeed. Remember, motivation is not always about willpower. It's also about finding joy in the journey and celebrating the small wins along the way. The transformative power of pressure. Pressure, like the intense heat and pressure that transform a lump of coal into a sparkling diamond, can catalyze profound personal growth and transformation. It's in those moments when we're stretched beyond our comfort zones, challenged to dig deeper, that we discover hidden reserves of strength, resilience, and creativity. Think of a time when you faced a significant challenge, a time when you were pushed to your limits. Did you discover hidden strengths you didn't know you possessed? Did you develop new skills, gain valuable insights, or emerge from the experience with a greater sense of self-awareness? Pressure, when embraced as an opportunity for growth, can help us develop resilience, gain clarity, fuel creativity, and boost confidence. Overcoming obstacles builds our belief in our ability to handle whatever life throws our way. The next time you're feeling the weight of pressure, remember that it's not something to be feared, but an opportunity for growth and transformation. Embrace the challenge, knowing that within it lies the potential for you to become a stronger, wiser, and more resilient version of yourself. From surviving to thriving. The journey from feeling overwhelmed by pressure to harnessing its power is a deeply personal one. It's a journey of self-discovery, of pushing beyond our perceived limitations, and of embracing the transformative power of challenge. It's a journey from merely surviving to truly thriving. This journey begins with self-awareness, with taking the time to understand our individual responses to pressure. What triggers our stress response? What are our coping mechanisms, both healthy and unhealthy? What are our values, our priorities, our non-negotiables? Once we have a deeper understanding of ourselves, we can begin to develop strategies for managing pressure effectively. This might involve incorporating relaxation techniques into our daily routines, setting healthy boundaries, prioritizing self-care, or seeking support from loved ones or mental health professionals. It's a process of continuous learning and adjustment, of experimenting with different approaches and finding what works best for us. There will be setbacks along the way, moments when we feel overwhelmed or discouraged. But by embracing the journey as an opportunity for growth, we cultivate the resilience and determination to keep moving forward. Remember, thriving under pressure is not about becoming immune to challenges or achieving a state of perpetual bliss. It's about developing the skills, resilience, and self-awareness to navigate the inevitable ups and downs of life with grace, courage, and an unwavering belief in our ability to not just survive, but thrive. Recognizing the signs of overload. Pressure can motivate or overwhelm us. It's like walking a tightrope. Recognizing the signs of overload is crucial for our well-being. Our bodies send distress signals before we reach the breaking point. Insomnia and racing thoughts are common signs. Emotionally, overload can cause irritability and detachment. Recognizing these signs is a call to action. We don't have to face it alone. You are not alone. Asking for help can feel like admitting defeat. We might worry about being perceived as weak. Seeking support is brave and empowering. It's okay to ask for help. Reach out to your trusted circle. Share your feelings openly. Voicing struggles can lessen their grip. Consider reaching out to a mental health professional. Therapists provide a safe space to explore feelings. Connecting with others can be validating. Support groups offer solace. Seeking support is a sign of strength. You are worthy of support. There are people who care about you. Proactive self-care. Just as a house needs a strong foundation, so do we need self-care to navigate life. Self-care is a necessity for our well-being. Make conscious choices that nourish your mind, body, and soul. Prioritize physical health and regular activity. Nourish your body with nutritious foods. Ensure quality sleep. Engage in joyful activities and practice gratitude. Cultivate mindfulness and spend time in nature. Set healthy boundaries and prioritize your needs. The power of letting go. Let go of the need to control, limiting beliefs and past hurts. Holding on to things that weigh us down drains our energy. Identify what no longer serves you. Release it in a way that feels symbolic to you. Practice forgiveness both for yourself and others. Embrace the transformative power of letting go. Create space for new possibilities and a brighter future. The alchemy of pressure. We've journeyed together through the labyrinth of pressure, exploring its many forms, its impact on our minds and bodies, and the strategies that empower us to navigate its challenges. We've seen how pressure, like the intense heat that transforms coal into diamonds, can be a catalyst for profound growth, resilience, and self-discovery. Think of a seed buried beneath layers of soil. It's in darkness, seemingly confined, yet within that seed lies the blueprint for a magnificent tree. The pressure of the soil, far from hindering its growth, becomes the very force that propels it upward, driving its roots deeper, its branches reaching for the sky. Similarly, the pressures we face in life, while challenging, can become the catalysts for our own personal growth. Each obstacle overcome, each challenge navigated, strengthens our resolve, expands our capacity, and reveals our inner strength. Like a muscle that grows stronger with each resistance exercise, we too develop resilience, resourcefulness, and an unshakable belief in our ability to handle whatever life throws our way. It's in those moments when we're stretched beyond our comfort zones, challenged to dig deeper, that we discover hidden reserves of strength, creativity, and determination. We learn to adapt, to innovate, to find solutions where we once saw only obstacles. We emerge from these trials not unscathed, but stronger, wiser, and more resilient than before. Mastering the inner game. Thriving under pressure is not about becoming immune to challenges or achieving a state of perpetual bliss. It's about mastering the inner game, cultivating the mental and emotional resilience to navigate the inevitable ups and downs of life with grace, courage, and an unwavering belief in ourselves. It starts with self-awareness, with taking the time to understand our individual responses to pressure. What triggers our stress response? What are our coping mechanisms, both healthy and unhealthy? What are our values, our priorities, our non-negotiables? Once we have a deeper understanding of ourselves, we can begin to develop strategies for managing pressure effectively. This might involve incorporating relaxation techniques into our daily routines, setting healthy boundaries, prioritizing self-care, or seeking support from loved ones or mental health professionals. It's a process of continuous learning and adjustment, of experimenting with different approaches and finding what works best for us. There will be setbacks along the way, moments when we feel overwhelmed or discouraged. But by embracing the journey as an opportunity for growth, we cultivate the resilience and determination to keep moving forward. Embracing the journey. The journey from feeling overwhelmed by pressure to harnessing its power is not a linear path, but a spiral. We may find ourselves revisiting certain challenges, encountering familiar obstacles, but each time we do, we bring with us the wisdom gained from previous experiences. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. Reach out to your support system, connect with others who understand your struggles, and celebrate your victories along the way. Seeking support is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to your strength and your commitment to your well-being. Embrace the journey with all its twists and turns, knowing that within each challenge lies the potential for growth, transformation, and a deeper understanding of yourself. Trust in your ability to not just survive, but thrive, to turn pressure into a catalyst for creating a life filled with purpose, meaning, and joy.